What's going on, my trainer club? Today we are going to check out how to hit excellent throws every single time on Virizion in Pokemon Go so you can make sure to catch more. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, how did you do on your first couple of Virizions? Does it feel close to Cobalion? And let me know your thoughts. I'm super curious about this. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out number one, how to hit excellent throws every single time. And number two, to make sure you can stay consistent so you can catch more, so when you do get one, you're gonna be able to catch it. The 100% IVs are gonna be 1727 under normal conditions, or under boosted conditions, 2159 in the sun or the cloudy weather. If you wanna check the full counter guide, you can check it out up here. And if you have been with me for a while, you definitely want to check the pinned comments below, because you can skip over this quick introduction and get right into the up close and slow motion shots of how to hit the excellent throws. But if you haven't and you're new to excellent throws, this is gonna be a great time to intro that to you. So the first thing that we do, as always, is we hold down our ball in the dock, which is called setting the circle. The reason we wanna set the circle is because it's going to function as two different things. Number one, it's gonna function as a consistent marker to be able to hit these excellent throws. Number two, you're never gonna have to resize the circle again if you follow my tips exactly. You'll never have to put your finger on the ball except when you're going to throw it. So you're gonna push on the ball and you're gonna watch the circle go from big to small, and then you're gonna check out the Virizion attack. You're gonna notice when it starts attacking, the circle is going to disappear. When the attack finishes, it's going to pop back up. That window is called the window of opportunity, which means when this happens, it is the time. So as soon as the circle disappears as the attack starts, you're going to pick the ball up from the bottom of the tray, you're gonna start spinning it, and you're going to release it before it finishes. And if done properly, you're going to be able to sneak that ball right in there in another window of opportunity in between attacks, because oftentimes Virizion and any other legendary, or even any Pokemon for that matter, can do attacks back to back. But it doesn't happen simultaneously, like the circle doesn't pop up. What happens is one attack will complete and then it will trigger another attack. But if you time it perfectly, you can get your ball to hit the Virizion every single time right in between that attack, and that is why the timing is so absolutely crucial. But I highly suggest that you guys start off, if you're not a master at hitting directly in the center of this Pokemon, or any Pokemon for that matter, with a bigger great throw, because a great throw with the curveball is better than an excellent throw without hitting the excellent circle. And then just get consistent, know how far back the Pokemon is, and know how to hit this every single time, and do it frequently. A lot of times people will be like, I just don't know how to do it. Just make sure to stay focused, get your head down, stay after it, because if you follow setting the circle, you follow picking up the ball. And one thing I'm gonna add right here is, if you happen to pick the ball up after it starts attacking, you're starting to spin the ball, and the circle is still not there, you release it after the Pokemon's attack has finished, the circle will start to resize and you'll throw it, and maybe you'll be like, oh, that circle set trick doesn't work. Well, what happened was you threw it after the attack window the circle resized, and by the time you released it, the circle was not maintained because you didn't release it in time. You have to release it before the Pokemon is done attacking, and a little bit more before, so that it times it perfectly so it can't headbutt your ball away and waste your ball. So now we're gonna get into how to hit excellent throws every single time. We're gonna slow it down. We're gonna give you highlights, and I'm gonna point out a lot of things so you guys can master it. So let's do it right now.
Here we go, guys. Excellent throws every single time for the Virizion. First thing we do, as always, is hold down on the ball. We just want to check out the attack. Just give the respect to the attack, because that's really why we're doing this. We're literally doing this to master the attack. So right here, we're gonna have the biggest great throw that we can possibly get. So like I always talk about, if you don't feel comfortable with the smaller great throw, as we have here, definitely start with the bigger one and work downwards, as we'll see with the berry chart in a second. And then we have the biggest excellent throw sitting about right here. And then we have the smallest excellent throw, which is very, very small. So it's definitely something that you can kind of play with. And the smaller the circle, the higher catch chance you have, but you can always catch it without doing it. So I just always keep pushing down. I study the attack. I really get to know the Pokemon, see the attack come through, see how often it jumps, and that's really going to be the key to making sure you can catch more of them. So here's the excellent throw in fast motion before we start breaking it down, as you guys enjoy, with the slow motion. And unfortunately, but kind of fortunately, the aspect ratio has changed in the game right now, if it's a little glitch with the newest update. So we're going to be able to do this. So if it ever does come back and glitch for us, we'll have this updated catch tutorial like this, and we can always come back and reference the newer one. But it's pretty similar, guys. It's really not all that different. So here we're going to go up, we're going to go down, we're going to go up, we're going to go down, and then we're going to release. So Sometimes I do 3 spins, sometimes I do 4, sometimes I do 2, sometimes I do 1. The spinning is not really the crucial part. The crucial part is releasing it in a timely manner, whatever that means for you. So here is the first up. Just study the Virizion in the background. That's really the most crucial part that we have. And the biggest thing that I could take away for you guys is going to be studying this. So here's the down. And like I said, I did 2, so we're going to have 1 more coming up on the up. Look at the Virizion is starting to step back from the attack. It attacks quick and steps back a little bit slower, but you really want to time this perfectly. And then here is going to be the release point. As always, it drops a little bit further down into the bottom left of the screen because I'm starting to get some speed on the ball, and then it's going to release. And here's about the release point. And look at the Virizion in the background. It has one leg that's about to go back. Boom, it steps back, and then boom, circle is going to pop up right there. And honestly, I'm not trying to be conceited, but this is like the best timing you could possibly have because the circle pops and then boom, the Virizion is ready to catch. So here we go. Full excellent throw. This is going to be slow motion, and then we'll do it in fast motion. I just want to make sure you guys have this down, and then I'm going to reflect it for everybody that is going to throw in the clockwise manner with their left hand. So here we go, fast motion. Like, wow, it happens really fast, guys. This is why the timing, the consistency, the amount of raids you do, and then we have it reflected here. So anybody that is going to do it with the left hand is going to be able to check this out right there, and then throw and release, and then boom, similar. So that's going to be all the excellent throws. And then obviously if you stay consistent as possible, you follow this advice, you're consistent, you keep practicing, you are going to be able to catch the Virizion every single time in Pokemon Go, like I always tell you guys.
So that's going to do it, everybody. Make sure to take your time. Make sure to hit those circles every single time. Make sure to slow it down, and make sure to look out for those 100% IVs. You guys want to be out there. You want to be consistent. You want to take this into account and start practicing as much as possible, because the Gen 5 Dragons are going to come out at some point. If you don't have these excellent throws mastered, it's going to not translate well. You want to translate it well, master the excellent throws, master hitting the consistency, master everything that you can possibly do. Now let's check out how berries influence catching these raid bosses right now.
So if we start at the very top with a normal throw, nothing onto it, it is a 2.17%. So I just wanted to make a quick note here that the pineapple berry is the exact same as using no berry because it does not have an increased catch rate bonus as do other berries. So the raspberry is a 1.5 times multiplier, the golden raspberry is a 2.5 times multiplier, and the silver pineapple, which is a newer berry, is a 1.8 times multiplier. So it is in between, not directly in between, but a little bit increased from a raspberry, definitely decreased from a golden raspberry, but then you also get the double candy. So this is one thing that you may want to take into account. If you really don't like the Pokemon, you may want to go with a regular pineapple berry, but that's literally like using no berry. So if you did a normal with no curve, it's a 2%, but you can get it all the way up to a 6.67%, which is not all that good. However, the silver pineapple berry will bump you up. It is the better option, but note that you will be using a lot of silver pineapple berries on the legendaries. If we then add a berry, a raspberry, and let's say we were to do a great throw with a curveball, we now have 8%. However, if you notice, the top left is going to be the least percentage chance of catching it. All the way to the bottom right is going to be the most chance. So the ultimate thing you can possibly do, that's why I teach you these excellent throws, is golden raspberry, curveball, excellent throw, because it's going to make the biggest difference. It's going to go from a top left 2.17% all the way to the bottom right of a 15.85%, almost 16%, which is absolutely mind-blowing, the difference, because you do this every single time. I'm telling you, you guys think like, oh, I caught it on a bunk throw, like, but all the bunk throws you're not always going to catch it on. That could have just been like a glitch that like, hey, I didn't hit it, but I had a golden raspberry, right? I threw a curveball, so I'm at 8.9%. That's pretty good compared to doing nothing with no berry at a 2.17%. So just with the golden raspberry and only a curveball, you're getting an 8.9%. But if you increase it and you add that extra 6%, which I would obviously recommend because that's why I make these videos, but if you do a raspberry with a curveball and an excellent throw, you are going to be at a 10%, but look at this, golden raspberry with a great throw. This is why I recommend great throws are better than not hitting any excellent throws, because now you're at a 13% chance. It's only a 2% differential. And even if you just do a nice throw with a curveball and a golden raspberry, you're at 10%, which is higher than using a regular raspberry with an excellent throw. So it is absolutely crucial that golden raspberry and even hitting just a nice throw or a great throw or an excellent throw with that curveball. That's why if you want to check out how to throw a curveball video, you don't know how to do it, it really significantly helps out your chances. If you notice here, it's over a 50% increase when you are using that curveball.
There you have it, guys. Make sure to choose the berry and the circle size that's optimal for you, that you can hit consistently every single time, because it's all about you succeeding, and hitting those great throws is better than missing on the excellence. And it's good to start aiming for the excellence, but start with making your great throws smaller before you shoot for the excellence. So thank you to all my likers, commenters, subscribers, and Patreon members for taking their subscriptions to the next level. You know what I'm gonna do? See you out on the next video. Peace!
I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.